So Derek, when prospects come to you or you engage with a company for the first time, I'm sure you see the same mistakes being made or people getting stuck in the same areas over and over and over again. What are like, a handful of things that that you see when you typically walk into an organization and maybe struggling to stand out from the crowd or to grow sales like they're hoping to or as quickly as they'd like to, and then what are a couple of things they should be doing immediately to fix that?
If I take a look at your website, and your website's, I would say if it's 3 years old or older, I will be able to tell. I think the average lifespan of a website's 3 to 5 years. If you can stretch it out to 5, you're doing pretty good, but the technology changes pretty quick. Secondly, on the website specifically, I'm looking for a call to action. I'm looking for you to tell me what you want me to do.
So this could
to
be
engage. Call me.
Book a meeting. Call me.
That's it.
How do you feel
Just
about
something
learn
simple.
more?
Yep. You said earlier, how do you get somebody started? What's that first super simple step that you can ask somebody to take?
Okay.
The visual identity is something that I was trained in. So when I'm looking at color palettes, type, logos, symbols, photography, things that all create your visual identity, that's a really easy piece for me to assess if it's tired, if it's relevant, if it's no longer on trend, if it's no longer representing the level of, say, sophistication or professionalism or innovation that your company and your products sell. That's an easy translation for me.
And a quick clarification. I mean, I've done it personally where, and nowadays, the popularity of the websites where great visuals as you enter in, everybody struggles with what to put there.
Right.
What say you about that? I mean, what sort of imagery should someone be seeing as they walk into a website as it relates to your business? Should it be stuff about your product? Should it be your buildings?
It should be how what you do solves your customer's problem. So back to StoryBrand, the third thing that I would say I look at right away is how you talk about yourself. Can I quickly and clearly understand exactly what it is you do without being done in too clever of a way? One of the things that we're all guilty of, back to the listing of we do this, we do that, the paradigm shift that StoryBrand teaches is positioning your customer as the hero in the story instead of you. When you list all the things that you do without engaging your customer, you effectively position yourself as the hero in that story.
I see that.
Your brand is not the hero. Your brand needs to be the guide, and the guide is simply the person that helps the customer get what they want. So all of the authority that you list, all we do is reposition that through an exercise that makes sure that we're telling your customers how what you do solves their problem.
Love that.
And that type of messaging, whether that's on your walls, I would argue that's as important as your mission, vision, core values, and other things that you see on websites. And but the first thing that I should understand when I go to your website is what you do and how does what you do solve what I need.
Love it. Love it. Do you recommend people start with message first in that case and then cascade it across all their
I found
the communication vehicles, and then you can match visual with the kind of the messaging or the tone that they want?
Absolutely. I would argue that is the most successful way to start. You can have a great looking brand. You can have a killer logo that you're proud enough to tattoo on your arm, but if you don't have the message that backs up why that logo is successful, it's going to fall short.
So if people can't tell what you do and whether they can see themselves in your story,
exactly.
What you're saying is very little chance all that the good looking fancy stuff is actually going to end up creating what you want out of it, which is some sort of next action or an opportunity to talk about doing some help for that client.
Exactly.